Yeah, you
I
going?
was trying.
I didn't hear what
Yeah, I
email
mean, I
said
was.
to Sengun.
He said, leave all that European stuff out of your game. Be tough. We don't want none
Verbatim,
of
or you
that
added
Euro
the
stuff
sauce?
in your game. Word for word, bro.
Nah, that's yo. He's been listening to Good with Arenas. Yo, he made going bananas.
Yeah, he said.
I gotta find that.
Because it was
As
great.
Colin,
Because it's not. He didn't throw his player under the bus. He didn't shoot.
you kind of breaking up. See, so
Be
we're gonna
tough.
you kind of breaking up. See, so when you jump back in, don't worry about it. I'm gonna play email Udoka going bananas. You can't just he left Boston. He would have fit right in with Boston though. Actually, he wouldn't.
Just continue to be a physical presence on both sides, but really my thing is to concentrate on the things you can control, which is looking to score and not looking to get fouled as much, playing through contact and not looking for a call or letting missed shots affect you on the other end. So they went after him tonight. Anytime he had it in the post and he found guys, and that was the reason we had those wide open looks. And so some nights it's going to be a scoring thing, some nights it's facilitating, and he has to be able to do both. But my biggest thing with him is stay there and get the European out of your game and play through stuff. Stop crying.
Hold on, but Colin, let's get serious. Who does email Udoka? Sengun and these guys, who do you think they learn from? These crybaby Americans. He can't say that about Sengun and not think about LeBron and Harden and all these guys crying for a call. Jalen Brunson for a second was doing that. His father said he checked him. Embiid. These are Draymond Green is a notorious crybaby. I don't know if he's gonna get fined for that. But get the European out of your game from this. Remember, Gilbert Arenas is a former player in the NBA. Ime Udoka is a current coach. And he said, get the European out of your game. This is wild bananas. I don't even know if it's like the bananas with the black spots in them. I don't know if getting kicked out of Boston was enough for him. He's feeling himself again. He might be slicing and dicing with some execs. Old lady. Again. Because you don't talk this big talk unless you feeling yourself. And the Rockets have played well. They're not a team to be reckoned with, or they are a team to be reckoned with. They were the second best record in the West for the last week or so. And their home record is amazing. Defense is incredible. Jalen Green, of course, he has a major game after I criticized him last episode. Fish, $800 million for a player going to a team that chokes if they're not doing the yay. Let's go Mets. We didn't choke though. How dare you? How dare you, Fish? 800 million. Listen, I'm definitely gonna get into that. Definitely getting into that. The Mets made maybe their biggest offseason move in their history. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Big Jules, you see what it is. Cause you know who I be. It's I. Come on, man. They scared, but I'm not. AllBall's having technical difficulties. Flea's on the run somewhere. Can't say where, but he'll be joining us when he gets to his undisclosed location, aka his house. So Flea loan management tonight, and AllBall is day to day. Flea is a game time decision, and AllBall is load managing today. Man, oh man. Come on now. The first thing we have to talk about. Last night when we all saw the news. Juan Soto is a New York Met. And of course, everyone just has a whole bunch of memes and responses, reactions, and everybody's gonna have an opinion today. Even this. Soto's gonna make $765 million with the Mets in 15 years. Tom Brady and LeBron James salaries combined are 761. We don't care, Fish. We don't care, people. 24 years ago, the Mets flopped and flunked on not having A-Rod. They could have signed him. Hilarious. They could have signed A-Rod 24 years ago, as Fish dubs Soto Juan Bonilla. Hilarious. That was such a pivotal time because I was a big A-Rod fan when he was on Seattle. They had their own murderers roll. You know, Ken Griffey, Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez. Big time over there. You know, Randy Johnson was the pitcher. All they had was the one guy pitching. They couldn't make it. And the Mets made the American League Championship last year. So they're in kind of a different position. I mean, they could have got A-Rod after we went to the championship. You know, Al Leiter was starting. Benny Agbayani and them boys. But that was, come on now. That was the year after they lost John Olerud. And they messed that up as well. There's no way you lose John Olerud, the best defensive infield ever at that point. Doubleday was the owner, was going to the Wilpons. It was transferring over. The Wilpons did them dirty because, you know, that's what the crew does. But the Mets just never have been consistently great or consistently competitive, taking the headlines and, you know, other players from the Yankees. They were big time in the 80s, the Mets were. That's when I became a fan. I was a baby. I didn't know what was going on. I felt I was in the hype. Fast forward to the 90s, the Mets stink, and all these Yankee fans sprout up because the Yankees was the talk of the town. Even though they weren't the 80s Mets, the real ones will tell you ain't nothing like the 80s Mets. The connection between that team and the fan base, insane. From the Yayo to the Rock to the Doc, baby. We were insane. Jeter and them were classy, don't get me wrong. But nothing connected on that field like the 80s Mets. And even then, I had to concede, man, Jeter is legend. Mariano Rivera, legend, certified. The Boss, George Steinbrenner. Those are three guys in my lifetime that I've watched. Always hold high respect for. The Boss, George Steinbrenner, Jeter, and Mariano. The Boss was crazy, got kicked out of the Yankees, suspended in the 80s because he was bugging. Then in the 90s, they built their farm system up and got that team. And I saw the group of Yankee fans sprout up. But as I got older, I realized, hey, was I a groupie Met fan in the 80s as a baby? Maybe so. That's what winning does. So I didn't go through the hatred that everybody just went through right now, you know, talking smack about the Yankee fans and Yankees for losing Soto. It's a different time. Soto's a big name, Flashback to my favorite player at the time was A-Rod. They didn't sign him. And I said I was going to look up his name before I jumped online. I forgot his name. The general manager for the Mets that said A-Rod wanted too much. What's his name, gentlemen? Steve Phillips. Bum. I don't care. I don't wish any harm on anyone. I don't wish any harm on anyone. But I wasn't mad when he caught whatever charges at ESPN and they got him off the screen. Sick of him. It is fake Wall Street vibes. Simple and plain, as AllBall says. You kidding me? You sign A-Rod. Get the big kahuna. The Mets were too cheap. They didn't know what they were doing either. Watch your mouth, Fish. Didn't the Mets manager put on fake glasses and no sit on the bench after getting thrown out? Yeah, they were a serious bunch. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You crazy? That's like my favorite coach ever for the Mets. I already forgot his name. That's crazy. Mets manager with fake glasses. Bobby. Was it Bobby Valentine? Yes, Bobby Valentine. Horrendous behavior by Bobby Valentine, who's like a Japanese legend over there, Japanese legendary manager. Watch your mouth, Fish. Bobby Valentine had it popping over here. We were garbage. Ricky Henderson and Bobby Bonilla were playing cards back there, Fish. But I digress. Soto, signing Juan Soto is major because he was going to be 26 years old. I was calling it from 3 years ago. I'm like, if he's available and we got this kind of owner, he has to go get him because he has the same or similar plate discipline as Barry Bonds, Albert Pujols as a power hitter. That's not normal. Usually power hitters strike out a lot. They don't wait for pitches. So he works the count. He's also just electric. The Soto shuffle. He's shuffling, dancing at the plate. Nobody does that. He's a real Dominican player. So everything about him is just must-see TV. You saw what he did in the playoffs when he smacked that home run to put him into the championship. Big time. Unlike your man, Little Judge. 6'7", whatever he is. Little Judge in the playoffs. Big Soto. Who signs him? Big Steve Cohen. I see we got some Yankee lovers in here, huh? I ain't mad at you guys, man. I did not participate in any hating on the Yankee fans as much. It wouldn't have felt real. I don't have any hate for you. I already explained why. But this is something, the Knicks have been trying. I mean, the Mets have been trying to remind me of the Knicks. It's been years, decades since we won. Right? It's been years, decades. We finally, been a little more consistent. Cohen is the reason why. He's a lunatic. Steve Cohen promised relevancy from as soon as he walks through the door. I think he was is it 0.78 or whatever his team was on Wall Street. They got him out of Wall Street. They told Steve Cohen, you are suspended for 2 years because he was willing to risk it all to get what he wants. That's why he's worth $20 billion. So when they said he's going to be the Mets owner, I said, oh, yeah, that's the guy I want. They're making rule changes because he spends so much money. He's not coming for play. Let's not forget he told the Yankees, y'all can have Aaron Judge if you want. I don't want him. If he wanted to, he could have had him. And he showed you why last night. Not playing any games.
You got a subpar fielder and a shit base runner, but now you're excited over Juan Soto. Okay.
I'm not hating on Yankee fans.
Let me repeat again. You have a average right fielder, average, and a shit base runner, but the most patient guy at the plate since Barry Bonds. And get out of it. You can have Juan Soto. Have fun. Have fun paying him $50 million a year for the next 20 years. Have fun doing that.
no matter how much hate they throw,
It's not hate. I'm talking
I'm not.
facts.
That's big
No,
hate. Big hate.
That's facts.
It's my
He was
favorite
on my
player.
team. If you don't remember, he just currently was coming from my team. So
And
I know
took y'all to the chip. Took y'all to the chip because
took us to the chip. We have
correct.
the AL. We have the AL MVP on our team, and you're talking about he took us to the chip. Copy that.
Who was third? Who was third in votes? Who showed up in the playoffs?
Who won?
Who showed up in the playoffs?
Award? Who won the award? Solo
Okay.
wasn't amazing in the playoffs.
That's
Cut
cool.
the crap.
But he
Cut
showed
the
up.
crap.
He showed up. He got a
Cut
chip
the
already, by
crap.
the way. He got a ring already. He's looking at your man like, whatever. What did you do the last 6 seasons, Judge, with your MVPs?
Just win multiple MVPs.
That's it.
That's all. That's all.
And then when it
That's
matters
all.
most, he freezes like the October wind.
This ain't about Aaron Judge, though. See, that's the thing.
No,
See,
that's what you did.
You love to. That's what you love to do. You love the apples and oranges. Nah, we're talking about Soto right now. I made 2 statements, and you have nothing to say about that. Zero to say about it because you wanna talk about Steve Cohen and the money he got. I don't give a fuck about no money he got. Who cares?
Was Albert Pujols a great base runner? No.
What does that? I'm talking about Juan Soto.
I'm talking about the greatest.
Don't talk to me about some of the greatest of all time. We're talking about Juan Soto right now.
So that means you're continuing to speak about some of the greatest of all time. Juan Soto. Big time. He's my favorite player. He's my favorite player when I started watching baseball again. I still don't keep in tune. I try to do it here and there. But when I saw his approach to the plate, I'm like, yo, this guy's amazing. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. This doesn't happen with the Mets all the time. We finally get big free agents.
Oh, have fun, nigga. You went and got Carlos Beltran too. Cut it out. You get plenty of free agents. Like, don't tell lies to the American people.
But it wasn't okay. Well, so what happened after that? What happened after that?
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So the Yankees, the Red Sox, the last 20 years have been amazing. The Braves, the Yankees, the Dodgers of recently. The Tampa Bay Rays, say whatever you want. They got the minor league system. They have a system. But the Braves, in my lifetime, the Braves and the Yankees have been the most consistent in baseball. Right? Because Oakland was this fake, the fake analytics.
Wait, slow down. Fabian.
Yes.
In the last, let's just say 25 years, how many World Series have the Braves won or appeared in?
They lost last year when they had Freeman?
Yes. They didn't win.
All right. But
I don't believe. I may be wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, I forgot if Freddie Freeman I forgot who they played. But Freeman was nice. And the Dodgers gave him the money, and you saw what he did. So again, to me, it's not about, again, you guys are in love with the championships and all that. I'm cool with that. It, of course, is the icing on the cake for me. But I'm always about how are we doing this thing? Because we'll get to Tibbs in a second. How are we doing this thing? Again, I always ask Dom that. When you got Kawhi, you got Paul George, when the Lakers got LeBron and AD, they got a championship. But how do Laker fans really feel about them? They don't feel like champions. They don't feel like a team you could root for. Soto's a dude I could root for. Lindor's a dude I could root for. That's what it's about. It's about coming to the game every day and being able to cheer for that.
Now your dormant Mets fandom is reawakened again. They better not even let you in Citi Field. Don't even they see Raymond coming. Don't let him in.
No, it's been there. We got Lindor. We got a couple of guys. I'm not gonna be able to keep up like I used to because the love is different, man. I used to watch it all the time. Like I was big, but Steve Cohen, I'm a fan of that too. James Dolan ain't this.
Trump basketball for me, but I would say I was just in tune, if not, as in tune. It was extremely exciting. They showed a highlight of the 99 Texas Rangers, and I said, damn, Rafael Palmeiro.
Juan Rodriguez?
No, Gonzalez.
Juan Gonzalez.
Pudge. They had a team,
Irod.
man. Yeah, right.
I call him Irod. It was like, no.
Right.
He was on roids too. You ain't fooling nobody, Irod. Did he win with Florida? He was their catcher when they beat y'all, right?
He was the catcher when they beat us in 2003. Yes.
Bro, he sniffed them steroids off that damn mound. You ain't fooling me, Ira. I don't know where. No, I see right through you. But damn, that's crazy. That was a heavy lineup. That Cleveland Indians lineup was heavy with Manny and Jim Thome.
Manny, Omar Vizquel, Albert Bell,
Roberto Alomar,
Jim Thome. Yeah.
Jim Thome was like a white Indian up there. Yeah, big time. But it's not the same that Beltran. You know, I hated him for years because of he left the bat on his shoulders. That ain't Soto though. That's not Soto. Come on, baby. You can't ruin this. For all the other, see, I'm the wrong Mets fan to do this with y'all. Because I'm not gonna really care about the going back and forth. I don't care. He came from the Yankees. He was up for grabs, man. It's the first time in my life that I could really say consistently we're gonna be able to have a run for the championship with the Mets and the Yankees. And Steve Cohen, the gangster geek, is what I dubbed him. The gangster geek.
The gangster geek. I like that.
Come on, man.
I like that.
He's not playing. I told my mom got me into being a Mets fan. She was like, I don't know about you. She hates the cronies. I'm like, I love them. What are you talking about? We had these bums before.
The gangster geek? That's what you said?
The gangster geek.
I like that. I don't know. I like that.
Come on, man.
The gangster geek.
The gangster geek himself.
Oh, Kenny Lofton. Good call, Fish.
Well, I said he's played center field.
Yes, Ken Lofton.
That. Ken Lofton. A couple guys. They had some good pitching. I'm forgetting their pitchers, though. But they lost to Florida also in the championship, 97. They bought a championship. See, even with that, how can you be a Marlins fan? They bought championships. It was garbage. You don't remember that. There's nothing behind it. But Soto Dominicano? You kidding me? Flea, he dances at the plate. This is going to be a Dominican Aguilas game. This is hilarious. Must-see TV. We got to get more pitching. Definitely want starting pitching. And don't get no more of them old guys.
5 minutes, Ray. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yep.
He tried making that silly splash with the two old-ass pitchers. You ain't fooling me, Steve Cohen. What the hell are you talking about? Try to make it work. You can't let them pitch. 162 games of these two old bastards. Oh, yeah, great call. Dontrell Willis perfected the tilted brim at the mound. His luck ran up, right? This episode is brought to you by DraftKings. Thank you, Bones got busy. Yo, I ain't seen you in a while, Bones. It's Bone and Biggie. Please don't get around it, Big Pop. It's Bone and Biggie. What? Armed and dangerous. Ain't too many get bang with us. Straight up, we know Angel does. Label us notorious. They left the bus seat. Sorry. Scrambling. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm big time excited. Flea has been a Yankee fan his whole life. That's why he sounds like a jerk right now. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, man. So Soto's deal has a $75 million signing bonus, no deferred money, and an opt-out clause after the 5th year. Another reason why this stands out to me is because, you know, a lot of these owners, especially in basketball, you see it happening. Steve Ballmer, Mark Cuban, you know, these guys bought these teams after winning a bunch of money in the tech world. I think the other guy's name is Pear over there that bought the Grizzlies. He's like my age, 40 years old. Steve Cohen comes from the Wall Street world. Like I said, he got kicked out of Wall Street for 2 years for wheeling and dealing. He restructured the loans. Basically, like, Citi Field is not called Citi Field. It's really called like Queens Ballpark. And Citibank bought the naming rights for 20 years. So they're paying $20 million a year to put the name Citi Field on there. And the reason why that I'm saying all that is because the Mets own Queens Ballpark and they're planning on building around the area for family, you know, like family events. And they want to build a casino. Why is that important? Mark Cuban just sold the Dallas Mavericks because he specifically said today's game is about not just the stadium, it's what's around the stadium, the real estate around it. And similarly to what the Mets are planning on doing or trying to do around Citi Field is what the Dallas Mavericks are going to do now that Mark Cuban sold it to the Alderson family, who comes from, you guessed it, a casino background. They made their billions there. That's how Mark Cuban left, because he said, "Yo, I'm knowledgeable about many things, but real estate is not one of them. I'm not going to take a chance on all that. I just sold the team because of it." So, and which is really interesting too, by the way, because the political affiliations with the current owner of the Mavericks, and Mark Cuban are totally different, polar opposites, it seemed like. So, but I digress. Steve Cohen comes from that background, man. So him being able to understand the financing of not just the stadium or just buying the Mets, and even with the Soto deal, even though people are comparing the Soto deal with the Dodgers, Otani is deferred money. They're not going to have to pay the same amount per year. It'll be easier for the Dodgers to get more free agents. To me, the Dodgers are making the same kind of moves. They were looked as flukes until this year. Let's not forget that. Steve Cohen is doing what we want as fans. He's a Mets fan. He's from here, and he was a Mets fan. Imagine if you owned your team. You wouldn't even know what to do. You would go bananas. I know I'm going bananas. I'm showing up with no shirt. Are you crazy? With orange and blue draws. What you want to do? Who's first? Oh. Cancel him now. I just punched the computer. It happens. I'm going crazy. Also, what's important about that is Steve Cohen also refinanced a structure for the deal for the stadium, for a pilot program, for the leasing of it. So they lease out the ballpark, it seems like, or something with the ballpark, and they have to pay a certain amount every season. Basically, it boils down to the Mets were paying $55 million a year for this program. That's down below $5 million a year. Why is that important? Because now apparently the Mets ticket prices are going to remain the same or around the same price for as long as possible. Who knows? New York is very expensive anyway, and maybe you have to keep it that way to have the real estate around there, the casino and everything. So this is going to be crazy, because now you're going to try to make a bunch of mini Las Vegases, which is nuts. And you got to bring in Juan Soto, people like that. You got to bring in an attraction. This is Broadway. This is New York. So when people say, "Oh, you overpaid for him," okay, you could keep saying that. But as long as the jerseys fly off the rack, I got to run with my man. Because Soto is not just some average. He's not A-Rod. A-Rod in his prime. He really didn't deliver. He had one season with the Yankees where he was going off and stuff like that. But I'm just excited as a fan, as a super duper fan, as a kid and as an adult. I just respect when people just keep their word. And you see all the billionaire guys do the same thing. The guy from the Nets, the guy from it was the two guys from the Nets, and then of course Steve Ballmer. They attempt to make a big splash at first, which is what Cohen is doing. But let's get to the meat and potatoes. We got to get pitching, man. We got to get pitching. There may have been too much time on the Mets. I'm sorry, because I don't even know enough about them recently. You think I can name their starting five pitching? Nope. I almost forgot. Is it Edwin Diaz's name? I know he's a super duper star after breaking his damn foot or whatever he did off the mound. That was nuts. But I'm definitely excited about the Mets, man. Too excited. Moving right along. Let's get down to business. The New York Knicks, who the Mets remind me of. Boy, oh boy. They took a big L. God bless the dead. Against the Detroit Pistons. Did I expect it? Whatever the spread was, I don't remember it. I wouldn't have minded taking Detroit that game. Karl-Anthony Towns did not play. Karl-Anthony Towns today is a game time decision against the Raptors. You can see in that game, it's easy to say, hey, remember when we talked about, is Karl-Anthony Towns a top 5 MVP candidate? Man, we had that conversation, and all of a sudden, NBA.com provided their list. Whoa. Out of nowhere.
We live.
Big Flea, never the little one. What up?
Anthony Towns missed last game against the Detroit Pistons. But within that time frame, NBA.com decided to update their MVP ladder. I thought it was 6 initially, but they had him top 5. And we were struggling with that last week, Flea.
Yeah.
Guys on this list, Joker, of course, tops the realm. Giannis, followed by Jason Tatum, SGA, Shea Gilgeous. Then you have
Call.
And of course, we have Franz Wagner, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell, and Victor Wembanyama rounding out the top. I don't know if you want me to leave that up for a while. It makes sense. It makes sense.
The best play. Joker's the best player in the world, bro. Joker's the best player in the world. I don't like. Giannis is turning it up and you know, getting them back into you know, conversations and getting all that smut off Milwaukee that was put on them. But Joker the best in the world, man. 56-16 or 56 and whatever. Lost to Wizards, which is not a good loss, but you follow that up with a 46-14 outing. Like, what he's doing right now is phenomenal. And if anybody feels different, I don't know what to say to y'all, man. He's playing for, like, I don't think we've seen him play at this level before. Like, he's been great the last 3, 4, 5 seasons. But this level he's playing on, it feels like he's just carrying them. Like, they have more of a balanced team over the last few years. But right now, it seems like he's, like, just fully carrying them. You can't find Jamal Murray. Where is he? Can't find him. They just getting back. Yeah, where's Waldo? Looking for him. APB out. A bolo.
Oh, what?
A bolo. Be on the lookout. APB, all points bulletin. Yeah, where is he? Aaron Gordon just came back. They expecting a lot from Peyton Watson and Christian Brown, but La Turia getting a lot of cardio.
Oh, he's talking about Joker?
Nah, he's talking about Jamal Murray.
I'm sorry, Jamal Murray. I gotta apologize to Joker too, because we were talking about when Jamal Murray was talking about the team after post game, and I liked it. He's calling them out, saying that they're not stepping up. And Joker in that press conference at that post game, he did say, like, yo, I don't know what's going on. He wasn't taking no shorts. Joker did sound like he cared about the game because he's usually laid back. He was not playing. He was not playing with these people. So I don't know if Giannis ever took this leap. Maybe during the year that they won, but that's kind of like, it feels like the same Giannis the last 4 or 5 years. It does feel like Joker said, "Oh, I don't have a team anymore. This is how you can compete and dominate." He's doing this is looking like Mike, Hakeem, Magic, Kobe, LeBron. He's in there. He's making it, let it be known for the history of mankind. I am Joker. I have horses and I play basketball.
I knew you was gonna say some nut shit. I was about to cut you off, but I was like, let me calm down. Let him finish his thought. I knew he was gonna say some nut shit. Yo,
he's come on, man. He's in a different class.
Right, this dude's phenomenal, man. This dude is phenomenal, bro. Every time I watch this dude, he jumps off the screen. And it's not like, you know, when you watch basketball, you look for the super athletic dudes, the guys that jump out the gym, get up and down the court quick, great ball handling, shoot the skin off the basketball, all that shit, right? This dude is so methodical. And the game goes at his, I don't care who you're playing against. You're playing at Joker's pace. I'm going to control the pace for 48 minutes. Even when I'm off the floor. Like, it's just, we about to have a 4-time league MVP, a champion, not be on the top 75 list. He's not on the list. Now, is that timing or did they get it wrong? Hold on before you answer that. 1996-97, All-Star game in Cleveland. They named the top 50. Shaq makes the top 50. after only being in the league for 4 seasons. Accomplished really nothing yet in terms of accolades. No MVPs, no individual awards, no championships. 1 run to the finals. Akeem spanked that ass, right? Like, that's where we at right now. He signs with LA that first year, and he makes the top 50 list. Is that comparable to this? What do you feel about that? Because I feel what Marley Marl is saying, like, it's definitely timing, but it sucks that we're going to look at a list that probably won't get upgraded for another 25 years, right? Because I'm sure they'll go 50, 75, 100. But now for him to get the recognition amongst the pantheon of greats, it's going to take 25 years. I don't know how I feel about that.
Shaq came into the league. Feels like as soon as he came to the league, there was a Hack-a-Shaq. That's a different kind of person, different kind of guy. I understand the criticism. I could agree. And from after you said all that, I didn't realize that was the first year with LA. It feels like a market employee. This is the Lakers center. We got to put him on here. Okay. So I always felt I never like, damn, he's just that great. Because if you look at it,
that's when Kareem was talking that he got to win. He ain't won shit yet. He got to win. That's when Kareem was talking fly like that.
But again, so that's the money. That's the money in the marketing side of the NBA, which ruins a lot. And it got to the point where they said, you know what, no more centers, no more Shaqs. And Joker could possibly bring this style back. He's going to be so dominant, they're going to be like, wait a minute. The only knock on Joker, it's going to, you know what it is. There's no centers. That's really the knock, because you ain't do this against the best of the best. We've seen your kind before in terms of big men, and you ain't doing it against them. So as hardcore basketball fans, it's going to sound like we're hating, as you like to claim that I do, but I don't know when I've ever really said anything bad about Joker on here. Because I
don't think any of us have. I think the only slight that he gets is because he's not playing in a center dominant league, right? If you pluck Joker out of this era and drop him into the late 80s, early 90s, through that era where we just had nothing but great bigs, how does he fare against them? Like, that's the conversation I think we've had in the past. What does he look like with the best defender of all time, Hakeem Olajuwon, guarding him? What does he look like?
And you got to guard them.
And you got to guard Dream, right? So you got to guard Dream. You got to guard Patrick Ewing. You got to guard David Robinson. You got to guard Shaq, early Shaq, and then in his prime Shaq, right?
And the rules favor them, their style.
Right. The banging, the physicality, the playing through contact, all that type of stuff you had to do. So for sure, maybe it would look different. But when a guy's great, right? Like, when a guy is great, a guy's great. I don't think, he would be like dog food against, the great centers that we love. I don't think so. He's too good. He's too good of a player.
They might be dog food for him, number one. And number two, that's the part of it where the old man in the room, that's when we tell him to calm down here on AllBall TV. We don't want to hear from you right now, because we want to enjoy the present moment of dominance. We want to enjoy the fact that he's not going to get the love that LeBron and Steph and these flashy guys are going to get, because he just goes to work. He brings the lunch pail. He rides the horse to work over there in cold ass. Giddy up.
But see, here's the thing though, right? And I don't think people talk about this much, if any. Joker got a little mean streak in him. Like, he got some of that shit in him.
Mean streak? Nah, he's a little wild.
A little, okay. I'm glad you took it there. He's a little wacky, bro.
Your man waited to the Morris twin? Bananas.
Turned his back. He said, oh, nah.
Hold on.
He upped it, right? He upped it.
We heard Ime earlier talking about get that Euro out of your game.
Did you play that?
We played it while you
found the sound? Okay.
Well, he ain't talking about Joker because not for nothing. But they be acting like they from Southern Projects or something. He brings his brothers with him to the stands?
With everything. Don't play with the Jokic family. They're with everything.
Flea, he got the Undertaker and Kane in the crowd ready to choke slam everybody. Nah,
that was great, Ray. Ray, that was great. That was great. You did your thing right there. You did your thing. He said he got Kane and the Undertaker.
Flea, that's bananas.
Now that's insane, bro.
Draymond. Has Draymond ever? I never see.
Relax.
Interesting.
Relax.
Very interesting. I'm trying to see the people that really got smoke for.
Go play with them Frenchmen. Go play with them. Go play with them.
Speaking of which, Goldberg, I don't want to change the subject. Goldberg should be ashamed of himself. I might not even play. You know what? I gotta play for you guys, for the family. This was shameful. 2 seconds, y'all.
You can't get screened by Steph Curry. You cannot get screened by Steph Curry at 7'3". That should never happen in life. There's no way you allow yourself to be screened right here.
How you letting Draymond dribble through his legs?
At this point of the game, I was watching this live.
Got his hands on his knees.
How do you get screened right there?
And Draymond dunked.
How do you get screened right there?
And then he said he put you to sleep. Yo, Draymond Green is say it.
He's a lunatic.
Look at this.
Look. And I told my man, I said, you gotta have some swag with this. You can't do this. You can't do this. You gotta have some swag with this. You fucking up the celebration, bro.
No, please.
Hell of a move. Hell of a move. Let's be honest. That was a hell of a move. Draymond looks great this season. I'm not even going we gotta stop. He's playing excellent basketball.
They benched him at a 1-point game the other day. I'm not saying nothing about Draymond Green. He's still doing his thing.
Playing excellent basketball.
I'm sticking to the script, Fleet. Your man said go to sleep. Are we forgetting a year ago he almost did?
He threw him in the feet.
Draymond Green has zero self-awareness. He does not care.
At all.
He does not care. And he goes hard. And I guess we might get to LeBron and the Lakers in a second. Brief second, because I don't want to talk about them too long.
Why?
Because this is what I'm talking about. Draymond Green JJ Redick needs a Draymond Green on his team. Because JJ Redick
for sure
is playing too close. You doing the mind the game podcast in the locker room. You giggling, chuckling away. You LeBron's chuckling monkey. You doing too much, JJ Redick.
You like that shit.
Ever since I said
you like that shit a little too much. Chuckling
speech. How dare you bring up Adrian Adonis? That's crazy.
King Speech. Hope you had a good weekend, my brother.
I'm too young, but I had a old tape of Saturday night's main event with Adrian Adonis and Paul. What's his name? Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Mm-hmm. Adrian Adonis was bananas. The OG Gold Dust, by the way. That's who Adrian Adonis is, for all you guys that don't know.
OG Gold Dust.
Correct. King Speech knows who he is.
OG Gold Dust. I know y'all remember Gold Dust.
Paul Orndorff, yes. Mr. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. You kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wonderful is an ill name. But I digress. Did you know, real quick, Saturday night's main event is coming back for wrestling?
You could never get me to watch wrestling again.
Wrestling is 100% trash.
Yeah, like you could never get me to watch it ever again.
If they
and there was
told
a
me
15-year span where I was watching intently. Can't do it now.
If they told me that the wrestlers are back on coke and steroids, I'm all in. But if
they got Cody Rhodes running around and fucking what's his name? Roman Reigns. Did I get that right, y'all? Fact check that for me. I don't know. But
I don't know. John Cena was trash. I don't care what y'all say.
That era was dookie.
Garbage. Ruined it. But the coke left. You know what I'm saying?
King Speech, you got to school us, big dog, because I'm going to tell you right now. I couldn't sit in front of a TV and watch. Is Raw still a thing?
Yeah.
Is SmackDown still a thing?
Have you seen Vince McMahon's documentary on Netflix with Bill Simmons? Nah. This was I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought I knew everything, a lot more, about wrestling. It was amazing. If you need to watch a documentary, y'all, for tonight, to go watch this, because I don't care if you didn't watch wrestling, you're gonna like it. Vince McMahon is raw. I did not expect him to speak on these things like this. I didn't realize Stephanie McMahon kind of hates his guts. And the way the team, I saw that, the UFC
Steph is aging like cottage cheese too. Like, I always thought she was fire, but
she was fire.
She was fire, but she's aged nasty. Ew, Raymond. No. No. I'm not even allowing you. No. I'm pulling you out the room. Like, come on, nigga. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get away from her.
Hold on. You're going to pull me out the room with my pants down?
I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you.
Yo, you are... Nah. Listen. You are a brave brother. I ain't touching no man with his pants down. That's why, to be a cop and all that...
you from touching that? Come on. Get out of here, nigga. Get your ass.
She's 50.
That's a fact. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
She's married to Triple H.
That's right.
So?
Yeah.
So?
They got a gym. They got a gym. They got a gym in their basement, right? And so sometimes they show clips of them working out, or at least I used to see clips of them working out in the basement. And I was like, yo, who's this nigga with with Triple H? I said, who is this nigga with Triple H? Oh, that's Stephanie. I'm bugging. Like,
she got a strong jaw. She used to be all right, though. She used to be
she used to be fire.
Yeah.
She used to be fire. Come out with the sports bra when she started getting a little skimp. Yeah, she used to be fire.
Please, a detective. You don't touch the suspects. I don't
get
know.
My hands dirty, fish. I get my hands dirty.
Get the King Speech. I've never heard that before.
No. Let him cook. He might be teaching us something.
King Speech
might
said
be teaching us something.
King Speech has reported Macho Man hit Stephanie as a teen. That's why Vince banned him. Wait a minute. When we say hit, remember, we from a different era. King Speech. You saying he smashed, or he put it? He tried to beat her up. Yeah, Laturi, that's what I want to know.
We know what King Speech is talking about right now. We know, and he don't mess with hyperbole. King Speech comes. He's a straight shooter, so he's putting us on to something. He's putting us on.
He said, look, Coco Beware made the Hall of Fame before Macho Man.
It's a fact.
That's disrespectful.
It's a fact, though.
That's disrespectful.
It's nasty, but it's true.
I like Coco Beware. He was cool.
Coco Beware was right. Yeah, regular weed.
I'm sorry, he was garbage. Yeah, right.
Regular weed.
He was there for Saturday morning Channel 9 wrestling as a regular guy. He was there with Barry Horowitz.
Okay, you cook in this space. You cook in this space.
Stop, listen, don't play with me.
You cook in this space.
He said he smashed.
Yes, that's what he's talking about. Randy Savage was a savage.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, and the cream rises to the top. I'm looking at you a little different now, though, Randy Popo. I'm looking at you different now. He smashed Stephanie. Hold on. What was Stephanie doing around him in the first? See, because I don't want to bring nobody's name up.
This is the funniest shit ever. Allegedly. This nigga, King Speech is crazy. He said all of that, right? He said all of that and then thought about it. He was like, oh, shit. Let me put allegedly.
I don't want to be sued by the Popo estate. Come on, man. He knows. Randy Popo. Look, Latudia said, no, he's a Peter. He's a chili mo.
He's a chili mo. That's funny. King Speech, that's mad funny. He said allegedly after spilling all of it.
Latudia, listen, I know it's tis the season and all that, but get the old profile pic on there, okay? Just do me that favor, please. Thank you. They talking about chili mo's out here.
Right?
Nothing. They talking about chili mo's out here. What do you think? I gotta ask you on camera. I didn't ask you. What do you think? Because enough is enough. All these things about with Jay-Z, Puffy's on trial.
Shit.
That's right,
Why
I got you on
didn't you
camera. No, I'm not even gonna warm you up. Nothing.
I
I want the raw, uncut.
You nasty. Hold on. Let me just tell you. You nasty for catching me off guard like this. You disgusting, but this is what, and you put the glasses. You see your behavior? Go ahead and cook. Ask your question. I'm gonna sit back, shut my mouth. But you are disgusting for the way you just did this.
I didn't know that King Speedy got drafted by the Reds. But Randy Macho Man Savage was jumping off the top rope, and allegedly Jay-Z was jumping off the roof with these chicks. Nah, it's not funny, but it's. I'm gonna let you off the hook, Flea.
You didn't even let me off the hook. What do you let me? I got a rock chain around my neck. Like
I'm tired of y'all with all these strong opinions about what you think Jay-Z did, Sean Carter, what he did. Like the Aaliyah thing, she wasn't 17, 16 when as far as I know, I didn't see that as far as he met her. They're going back. Look, he met Beyonce when she was 17, 16. Word. I don't know if they were cool like that. I don't know.
I mean, Foxy, what? Never mind.
No, Foxy was underage, but even so, that's the one that you can say she was 15, 16. But God bless it, there, Clark Kent. That's Clark Kent's cousin. They explain the whole story. That's Clark Kent's cousin. He asked Jay to help her out. So that was like, if he did do it, he's not just violating on, at least publicly. You're violating your man who helped put you on. And I didn't want none of that. That's my little baby cousin. So there's a lot that's kind of woven like, no, you're not supposed to touch her at all because she's underage, and that's my cousin. I'm trusting you with her in that way. Mm-hmm. But he ain't the one that was smashed. We've heard plenty of names that was smashing. Foxy Brown at 15, 16, 17 years old.
A lot of names. So my man from Brownsville. I don't want to tell his name. My man from like, there's a lot of niggas that was like. Respectfully to Foxy, but
they even say he got the baby in the Caribbean, which whoever from whoever was it, Oskino, somebody from
yeah, no, you had the right name.
It's Oskino.
It's Skino. It was Skino.
So you saw the interview,
like a little. You saw how he was talking. That made me scratch. I was like, ew. Why are you talking like that?
But he confirmed that there is really a baby and that they were really hiding. I always thought that was like a rumor, but
fish stupid. Fish stupid. Fish stupid, yo.
But I keep seeing it now. I'm just like, all right, y'all. And then Jay-Z comes out recently last night. He basically makes a motion. I don't know how to say the court stuff, the legal terms, but he basically forced whoever's suing him for sexual assault or whatever it is to identify themselves, because it's been years in the system. And now, all right, so put your name on it. Put your name out there now. Since you want to drag me through the mud, put my name attached to that. You got daughters. You got a wife. You got a mom. You got to show up to see a crib every day. And no matter what, they're going to be like, at some point, there will be an argument. It will get heated. And if they know the truth, Beyonce's bringing it up with your nasty ass. She's going to bring it up to you. That's how this goes.
We still speculating on why Solange was whooping that ass in a 5x5 elevator. We still speculating on why she was whooping that ass. So
even the rumors off that is crazy. So when I see it now, I'm just like, how do you guys go on the internet with a strong opinion about something, like, especially with that? That's not just
Rick, she was whooping that ass in the elevator. She was whooping that.
So hold on. What was more shocking than that in the last 10 years? And I'm being dead serious. COVID, Kobe passing, maybe what's his name? Nipsey passing. Only the legit most diabolical things, the most serious things that could happen. That was so shocking.
Right. I don't know if that is even. I don't even know if that even makes top 5. Because respectfully, Diddy wearing Cassie out, that was extremely surprising, disheartening. Very, it was good. It hurt my heart. Like, it was not a good watch.
But it was
not a good.
I don't think it was as shocking as Jay-Z getting kung fu kicked by Solange in the elevator. Because Jay-Z's he's Mr. Suave. he's Mr. Too Cool. And then he got a roundhouse kick from Solange. And she was on fire. Get away from me. I just don't know what he did. If he did something crazy and you guys have proof, just come out with it already and leave it alone. I really don't care at this point. He's worth $1 billion. I don't know if they unless he put the baby oil on you. Now you're gonna say the Jigga Man is a quasi? I don't know. And I don't care. I don't think Flea does either, and neither do y'all. Moving right along. Draymond Green's a lunatic. I'm sorry, you wanted to close out with that, Flea?
Don't call Hov a quasi, man. That was nasty.
Yeah, I don't. There's no evidence that he is a quasi. Even though, like, I think everyone that was on Wendy Williams' list on the 1996 is coming out to be true. Y'all are too young for Hot 97. Wendy Williams was a different level. I couldn't even listen to it.
It was wild. I was a youngster, extremely young, wild.
This is what we were listening to, though.
Yeah.
On the free airwaves.
Free. Just pop, nigga. I remember when Hov and Nas were going back and forth, right? People was running outside to play this shit on the radio. Like, they was going outside to the car to play this shit. Like, nah, we came up during a different time. Wendy, wait a minute. I mean, Wendy was on WBLS, but
that ain't the
Wendy Williams. Yeah, there was
Wendy Williams was on Hot 97 in the afternoons with
yes.
Angie Martinez. They scrapped it out because Wendy put everybody on there. I guess Angie was messing with Q-Tip or something like that. Wendy Williams was bananas. Yes, I know the bochinche. Wendy Williams was bananas. Yes, Fish, King's Speech. I'm not gonna say it. I can't say what you said, King's Speech. I don't know. You know what? Damn it, we're here. Wendy Williams is a vegetable now. Yes, she is. I wanted to play one of her sound effects. She used to do all that.
But
what you saw on WBLS,
all of this stuff is reported. We ain't saying nothing wild. She's incapacitated now.
Yeah, Angie Martinez beating the total smoke out of Wendy Williams in the studio.
No, she was talking about in Total, because Total was in there for that.
They jumped her?
I don't know if it was, they didn't describe it back then as being jumped, but furniture was being moved. Makeup had to get reapplied.
LB, don't even listen. All the OG crazy moments that you talking about, all that was because the internet was around. People recorded it. They don't even I haven't even heard the stuff when she was Hot 97. I'm gonna tell you what she did, LB. She used to have a fax machine back then. It was a fax machine. Wasn't no calling in, wasn't no emails, wasn't none of that. And she used to say, you give me a list of the rappers you think is quasi, and you number them, and I'm gonna tell you number 7, number 10, number 11. Those are the ones that's definite. She was doing stuff like that. She was trying to answer Howard Stern.
Yeah. Who had the better bonchinche? Wendy or Miss Jones?
Miss Jones ain't touching Wendy Williams.
Okay.
Miss Jones is, I like Miss Jones, but she's not an A mic. She's not an A mic.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Miss Jones is not an A mic.
Yes, she is.
She's okay. Wendy Williams is an MC on that mic.
Yes,
that interview, Miss Jones could never do the.
But to say she's not an A mic, it's not. I'm not. Okay, she's not as good as Wendy. That's fine. But to say Miss Jones is not an A mic, I don't. That's not true, bro. Come on. She can carry a show. She carried shows like. I was about to say some wild shit. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Okay.
Say
sounds. I don't know. Sounds. Any personal issues with Miss Jones? Did you run into? Yeah, did you run into on a Manhattan City block?
In Queens? I think she's from Queens. Astoria.
She's from Queens. She's from Queens.
I have not. I used to think she was dope back. She was Hey Jones. What's the AZ song?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
She was an
I used to want to give it to Miss Jones. What's wrong with you? Are you crazy?
Fire.
Yeah. She had all the curls, man. The baby curls.
When she did you see her on Drink Champs?
Yeah. She looks horrible now. It's all right with Miss Jones. She doesn't care. I know she's sick or something. Yeah, she's sick or something. I'm sorry. I don't look too great myself, Miss Jones. I'm not at my peak either. Let's go out for dinner.
I'm not at my peak either. Where would you categorize yourself right now?
I'm at compared to my top of my game, I'm like at a 6, bro. I ain't nowhere near. It's a lot harder to really, get into shape and do what I want to do. Plus, I hate the crown in my tooth. I hate it. I wish I would have kept my chip tooth.
That tooth gap was sexy, Fish. I used to like it. Shit, come here, yo, little ass.
Listen, man, I have a stereotype for girls with a gap in their teeth. My wife's in the other room, so I really could talk crazy right now. And she would have just thrown something at me, or she would have served me a drink.
Do tell. What is your theory on women with gaps in their teeth? Please.
They go crazy.
Where?
Down below. where the real one show. Girl, you kidding me?
Where the real high school. One show up.
I'm talking when I used to be at Queens in the mall, it never failed. Like, she got a gap. Let me talk to her. And they always seal the deal. They always fulfilled. I want to say 9 out of 10. My man said no. I'm like, I disagree.
Latoria just let us know that the game is on.
All right, I guess we're gonna off the ball change it now. After saying, LJ, we're defending you again. I don't want people to say that I don't, they say I hate you or I got hate for you. I don't hate for you. I just know that you're a sneaky Brooklyn dude. That's all. But I don't believe that you're that sneaky, that sneaky. And if you were, that's crazy. Let's talk about the Knicks. Speaking of Jay,
whistles while they work. Yes, Fish. Yes. He said, I'll say it. Yes. Yes, Fish. Oh, shit.
Yes, LB. Yes, but
niggas is wilding now. Niggas is mentioning Tiana Trump. Yo,
but listen, LB, chill.
Niggas is wilding now.
We have ladies in the building. Oh, thank you, Latudia. She said the Christmas tree will be back up for Christmas week, though.
So she listened to you and
listen. They listen to us, man. They love us. We
got
love.
No.
We got love.
No. You. I told you to repeat yourself. You said, what? Whoever was supposed to hear that heard that and followed directions. I like it.
I'm graceful, man. I appreciate the love that y'all show us, man. Keep the show going because I'll be reading the comments going crazy. I didn't know y'all were this wild. Now the comments going on fire. And then hold on, I forgot Flea got a gap in his teeth. He's going bananas. He's blinking. Oh no. Oh, he gonna say, yo, mom, I'll be back. You know what that means. No. We got a date on a Monday night. LB, I'm saying, if it's straight teeth, you don't know. There's a bunch of straight teeth out there. That's the norm. But you don't like the gap teeth chicks. First of all, you shouldn't have no gap teeth as a grown woman. They kind of like the older you get, is a lot more rare. And if they keep it, I'm just going by my experiences. They have decades of experience, is what it seems like. Pardon. I don't even know how to pardon my, my dirty side.
What do they call that? What do they call that in Spanish? In the DR? What's sucio mean?
Sucio means dirty.
Yeah.
But what you want to say, you don't want to be sucio. Because sucio's like that means you're really dirty or you're nasty.
Oh, you're just a dirtbag. Okay.
Yeah. You want to be a the word's not coming to me. Like un cuero. No, un cuero. Un cuero's crazy.
Un cuero. Un cuero. When I say that? When do I say that, Ray? When do I say that? When do I say that shit? Un cuero. When do I say that shit, Ray?
when you know it's when you know the jab step you crossed up and she fell right in line.
That's when you say un cuero.
Well,
I got how I look when I say that shit. How I gotta look.
That same look you just did right there, because I really don't want I really don't want you. I'm kind of sick of you looking in my eyes right now, calling yourself a cuero.
I ain't looking at you, nigga. Move us right along. Now you just fucked it up. Move us along. He's insane. He's insane. He's a lunatic, bro. Fish got to write a book, but he got to write a couple books. I
don't know if Fish would be like, you're going to have to write a couple books, and then you're going to need like Chat GPT to put everything in chronological order.
But that's what I'm saying. The writer just needs to sit with Fish for like a week, 7 days straight, and just sit with Fish and let Fish talk about his life from beginning to end. From beginning to right now. Excuse me, Fish, you still here with us. Excuse me, I'm wilding. But from beginning to right now, he needs to write a book. Then he needs to come out with the one-liners. The one-liners. And he needs to drop all his one-liners in there. He might not be able to do that, because some of his shit just sounds like it just comes off the dome. Like he got to be in a certain situation for shit to pop up. But he needs to write a book. I agree with him.
It's an hour and change. The game started.
And we ain't talked about shit.
No, we talked about some things, man. We got to know our audience a little bit better. It's Christmas time.
That is good. Happy holidays to everybody. I would, Cat is playing right now. Somebody said it was 11-11 last time. Can you pull up the score real fast on your, what we got?
What's taking so long? 11-11. 16-13. Toronto was up. What do you think about RJ Barrett lately or this season?
Playing the best basketball of his career, bro. A new scenery. Probably less pressure. Seems to be comfortable being back closer to home, right? I always like when a guy gets a new look, right? Gets a new shot at it. Number 3 overall pick, so much expectations under him. He's supposed to be one of the catalysts to take the Knicks over the hump. And, he was getting there, but I think the development was taking a little longer than Tibbs expected. I don't think RJ was a Leon Rose guy, right? He wasn't a guy that Leon drafted. He was there prior to Leon getting the job. I think he was there prior to Tibbs getting the job. So I'm glad he got another opportunity to shine. I think going forward, that team may, be built around him. Like Scotty is cool, but I don't think Scotty Barnes is a franchise player. I don't think you build around Scotty Barnes. But I'm happy for RJ. Career numbers across the board. I was a big advocate for him. I know you didn't like the mix with him and Julius on the floor together, things like that. But RJ has grown on me as a player, so I'm happy for him and what he's doing in Toronto. They stink, but I like what I'm saying.
But they compete. Like there's a lot of games that they lost, but they were within plenty of games where it was. I want some money with them.
Yeah, Grady Johnson has he's made a huge leap, right? Like I'm not calling
his name Grady. Grady Dizzle.
Grady Johnson, nigga.
I don't even feel right calling him Dizzle. That's crazy. What does a Dizzle mean?
Wow. That's wild. You might as well just call him.
Yeah.
Grady Richard.
Right. Grady
But no.
Peacock.
But what? Wait, what'd you say? Yo. All right, y'all. Ray on some yo, he had a good night's rest. This is a day off for Fabian. So yo. But the dude Grady Dick, his scoring output has jumped tremendously. He's, on the top 5 list of guys who have increased their scoring output. And so he's playing great basketball. Him, RJ. It's a preference thing with Scotty Barnes. I know Scotty Barnes is an all-star. He's a hell of a player. He's even playing well. I just think that I don't know if they should build around him going forward. So they got nice pieces over there though. What's my man? He hasn't got off the way I was expecting him to get off. IQ, we love quickly, but
he got the starting position that he was arguing for and didn't want to take the money to stay on the bench. And it's like, you were better off staying here on the bench, bro. You just were.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Raptors were holding back that trade for him. Maybe they were, put off the potential, but he's nothing. He didn't take the leap. RJ Barrett is like a point forward. I don't think he's a first option. He does struggle if he doesn't have his shot going. He still gets to the basket and has that. He doesn't have that extra gear. Like it's something about him that still, he has to go to Paul Pierce school. A lot of these guys just got to go to Paul Pierce school. Pump fake extra. And the other thing is, like, Paul Pierce is like, who jumps higher? Paul Pierce sneakily jumps higher than RJ Barrett. Paul Pierce is a sneaky athletic dude. He just yamming on you out of nowhere.
Early on.
That
first decade, that first 10 years of Paul Pierce, he'll put your ass in the rim.
Yeah.
The truth will put your ass in the rim.
Yeah.
I think RJ is capable of that. I just like what you said, though, that once the athleticism started to wane a little bit, Pierce has so much that he could go to. So much that he could go to in that mid-post area. Limited dribbles, right? Paul ain't gonna pound that shit too much. 1 or 2, 3 dribbles, he's getting right to it. If RJ had that, ooh. Because he's strong. He already got a strong body. He's a big body too. He's not a little guy. He's like 6'6" or 6'6" or 7. So, he's not a small guy. That's a great call, Fabian. Great call.
But even the way he takes the jumper is not the same as Paul Pierce. Like, there's something about Paul Pierce. It's probably the same height, but when you talk about skill, that's why he's in, I'm not going back and forth about that, but that's the argument with Carmelo and Paul Pierce, which I think I got to put more respect on Carmelo's name because he was just dominant. But Paul Pierce is in the conversation because you talk about skill, talk about being like shrewd, adroit, as they say.
Good word, right? Good word.
He's the definition of that for me and his footwork. Talk about Kobe, talk about Hakeem Olajuwon, Jordan. They're going to mention everybody else before Paul Pierce. And Paul Pierce is probably just as good. He just doesn't have their athleticism. So it doesn't look as flashy, but there's no way he does all that without the footwork. Just even the way he hit the last shot on the Clippers for his final game, whatever it was, Draymond was dead wrong. There's not going to be no love, no farewell to for Paul Pierce. We got way more love for Paul Pierce than your dumb ass. And I'm the only one that be bigging up Draymond Green and his villain self. But Paul Pierce plays the villain. He's not scared of nobody. Come on, man. He's still talking shit to LeBron.
Right. Yeah. But it was bad work. Grady Johnson. Grady Johnson.
And Flea didn't say that he pounds it in the same. He didn't say he pounds it in. He said he doesn't.
Yeah, you know how Fish is gonna try to get me regardless. That's my dog.
He doesn't pound it on like Grady Dick. What?
What?
Where's all
Big Flea, never the little one, y'all. Monday.
Are we live?
December 9th. Never the little one. I want to let everybody know, end of the week, I will not be here. A lot of y'all been saying I've been load managing. I've been seeing y'all. Don't think I ain't seen you niggas. I seen y'all. So now I got to be clear that I don't play back-to-backs no more. I got to let you know. Nah, work trip Wednesday. I'll be in Chicago Wednesday night into Friday. I'll be back Friday night, so I'll be missing in action Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Please, please, please miss me, y'all. Please. I'm begging y'all to miss me. And I don't even like y'all niggas, but I'm begging y'all to miss me. I love y'all, though.
That's because you love them?
I love them. This is my people. It's my people.
You know, I appreciate y'all. Changes soon come. Yes, this episode was brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings promo code ABTV. Tomorrow will be a better show because, of course, Flea will be on there before he heads out, flies out, safe trip to him, and of course, we'll be joined by the third amigo,
the man himself,
the legend,
my OG.
That's all at the top. Okay.
JR said we be load managed.
Thank you, JR.
Going to sugar. Fish, I'm gonna be in Chicago. Meet me in Chicago, Fish.
He put ... gap.
We mess around in the town, run around in the town in Chicago for a little bit. I'm going to Dallas. But see, here's the thing. Fish don't know. I'm coming to Dallas. And as soon as I go to Dallas, before I go, I'm hitting Fish, and we painting the town red. We moving around, Fish. Fish gonna show me around.
I haven't really seen Drunken Flea like that.
Oh, I don't do that.
Hold on, I'm not gonna give too much away. I've seen Drunken Flea like on a text message.
Oh yeah, bad work.
But in person,
bad work.
Because he's like Flea's a tall dude, by the way. By us normal guy standards. Mm-hmm. So
I'm Fish's height. Fish is about 6'1", 6'2". I'm about that.
Yeah. I could tell he's a touchy-feely kind of drunk. I don't know if I'm ready for, I was like, right? Ha ha! Oh shit, Flea's mad strong. Yeah, Flea, yeah, that's hilarious.
Fish said I ain't gonna make it back to Houston.
Hold on. Fish, you don't get me worried now. Don't get me worried.
Yo, Fish, I'm gonna call you before I get up there, OG, and we're gonna move around.
I'm definitely getting away with murder because I have not been the most consistent. We're gonna figure out some stuff. Hey, get ready for top of the year. Description. We got the Cash App in the description. Super chats. We've been trying to get y'all to do the membership thing, but it's not on us. I don't know what YouTube is doing with it. I'm trying to set the Patreon thing up, find different ways of we can contribute to get this thing rolling because we're gonna switch this thing up a little bit coming top of the year because we think it's time to take it to the next level.
LB, you absolutely right. You hit that on the head. Pause. I am absolutely at one. Just leave me there. Just let me sleep some of it off. I'll be rocking, rolling in another half hour, but just leave me there. Let me get right. So right, LB.
I'm scared to get drunk with this motherfucker right now. Appreciate y'all, man. Tap in tomorrow. Yes. Should be the same time unless I have overtime. I'll just be honest with y'all. I ain't turning down that bread, Flea. I ain't turning this down.
But it's all good. I'm working from home tomorrow, so I'll be here ready to rock and roll whenever we get to it.
Tap in, y'all. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.